I am muted. I am now unmuted. Welcome, everybody. We are Tabletop Anthologies. This is War Stories. And we are back together with the crew of Blackjack and M4 Sherman, making its way off of Utah Beach and into the town of, let's see, Audouville la Hubert. That's my French for the day. So let's not get too excited. Yeah.
You say that again? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Audouville la Hubert.
Thanks. Sorry.
Do you want me to say it? You gotta be, and again?
And once more.
With feeling?
This time with feeling. Yeah.
Dominica de Foco.
Margarete.
Hey, quick question: Is Preacher on a booster seat?
I'm big as hell.
Yeah. Look at you.
He's actually out of the hatch.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm actually sitting on about 4 math books with wood blocks tied to my feet, just so I
like
can
a
drive
big
this
man
some
now?
bitch. Yeah.
Let me fix you. Let me fix you real quick.
Yeah.
You feel like a big man? All right, hold on. Where's Preacher's fucking thing? Group name.
I was about to say, I was hoping he would introduce me. I was gonna be like, "Hi, my name is Big as Hell."
I'm gonna introduce you. Know who you were now. All right, there it is. There. Now we can adjust.
Thanks for making me look like 6'7".
Hey, you're welcome. I don't know what you did with your cameras and stuff, but there, fixed. We'll probably have to do the map too, but you might be out of the hatch then. So, yes, welcome everybody. We've watched them push into the town a little bit more, or what this little village might be. They've successfully destroyed a tank. Their buddies have also successfully destroyed a second Stug tank. Withstand a Panzerfaust. Bullshit. And they've come across what looks to be like a small convoy that's trying to GTFO and save itself. And that's where we're going to pick up. But first, and wait, there's more. We're going to introduce our characters. So first and foremost, our TC, the handsome Forlath, playing Kris Knoblauch. And hello there. And onwards down into the tank where the gunner sits. Judge Wolf is playing Ojos, Joseph Ojos Bishop.
I only have Ojos for you, GM.
I like the sound of that. And then sliding over to the left where the loader sits, Hades is playing our junior private Calvin Horner.
When did I get the junior?
I felt like I was going to add Lieutenant Junior grade to it, you know, to mean your rank some more.
I'm gonna remind you every time.
Ah.
Great.
You are quiet, sir. So speak up.
You quiet. Talk
Okay.
a normal voice tone.
Get the sausage out of your mouth.
Yeah, lean over to the left, or you're right again. Talk to Wolf. Yeah, do it now. Lean over. Get over there. Oh God, that's where that cat. Where's the cat going? Where's the cat going?
You know.
And then we're gonna move forward into the tank to our bow gunner, played by Preacher himself, Mr. Everett Sweet Pea Pines.
Gunner, I never met her.
And then sliding over to the right where the driver sits, who has hit everything but his mark, and while driving, Severian.
That's me.
That's
Playing
me. Buddy guy. All right, so before we pick up, let me change the music to something a little more somber and tense and scary. Ba-da-bum. And then we'll begin. Unless let's actually start off. Does anybody have questions? Questions about the map, what they see, why our buddy guy is laughing at everything while he drives, you know, all of the above. Nothing? Nobody? Questions? Game questions?
No. Ready to drive.
Ready to drive. All right.
Ready to roll out.
Get your motor running.
Have we cleared this building that we're currently on top of in the map?
You haven't actually cleared it, but last game, as you guys were pulling up, once you guys popped a hole in it where that Stug was that you're fighting, it you could see in, and you could see pretty much after you fired around in there that at least that what you see or what you think, you saw them all exiting stage left. And then same thing as the tank crew that was there, and then there was a couple other soldiers that were running from behind that Preacher mowed down. So as far as you know,
sorry, go ahead.
As far as you know, it's clear.
And is that American 101 Airborne over there to the left of us?
These guys here?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the 101st. Can you see them? Yeah, you can through some of the dirt. Yeah, so it looks like they have pulled up on the line and met up with.
So, and all these vehicles up to the northwest, those are all visible?
Yes, they are.
Holy fuck! What is
Yeah.
that?
That is an 88 being pulled by a half track.
Oh, fuck.
An 88 on
Okay.
wheels. So kind of, let's see if I can find it. 88 flak gun for our fans and our viewers. Basically, image.
And is are we up? Are we in combat?
We're about to go into another round of, yeah, so it kind of looks like that.
Okay.
Because looking on the
Phew.
stream. A small picture. All right, so I've moved us over to the map. You
I
like
love
a
all the
small
effort
ass
you put
picture.
in just to put that little picture on there.
All right, there's quite a few here for the combat, so we'll begin. Oops. Unpause. All right, at the top of the order, and just to remind you guys, you do have AP loaded in. Your tank has no more, actually two lucky strikes. And your driver smells like puke.
Oh yeah, didn't someone?
Oh, I forgot that tidbit. Yeah.
Someone
Well, no, we cleaned up.
puke
kind
or
of.
piss?
No, he puked. Yeah.
He puked.
Yeah, Sev puked for sure.
I have a note here that
Yep.
says Sev puked.
Oh, Seb did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought TC puked or something.
Was that
No,
from the game
yeah,
or the
no,
last
Loth-
time you guys went
Loth
out?
almost puked, and I think, or no,
That was
maybe
in-game.
Loth actually puked, and then Sev puked as well. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in
puke.
game. It's when you guys took your shot against the Stug, like I think it was right at the end of it. The tension from it.
That
Or
can't
yeah,
be
that
right.
was, or that was whenever they had
When
like
the
the,
shot-
the,
the,
the rocket launcher shot at us. Yeah,
Oh, that's it.
ground-
And it deflected.
I'm sure you're misremembering.
the nostrils.
It was Seb
Say
rolling
other-
for you, and then you needed your brown pants or something.
I think we
Yep.
can move on from this topic.
It was
I-
it.
I-
That was it.
I don't
Hey,
think we
you're at
need
the
to
top
dwell
of the
on it.
hill.
TC and his
It all
Maron
rolls down.
Pampas for sure.
So who's up first?
So who's up first? At the top of the
Who's up
pecking
first?
order
Who's on second? Actually.
is Everett Sweet Pea Pines.
Oh God.
And so you're
I think the
you're up
last
first.
Thing, if I remember right, the last thing that I did was I went on Overwatch. I was trying to look and see because we were talking about the convoy that was going down the road, but I couldn't remember if you said if we could see them yet or not. I know you said that there was like a glimpse, but do we see enough of them for me to be able to go on like an Overwatch and try to aim at that general direction, or no?
You can't aim with your machine gun. Overwatch.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true. Yeah.
it's your Overwatch is going to immediately activate because you've got troops in the open, you got trucks there, you got a half track, a Kubelwagen, 2 motorcycles, some horses.
So this is an enemy unit. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I can see that.
You can see that.
I'm gonna shoot him, Quint.
Okay, you gonna shoot them?
I'm gonna shoot him, Quint.
All right. Let's see. How far away are they? 80 meters.
Within range, because I said so.
With 80 meters, so it's short range. It's in the open. So there's going to be no modifiers that you have here.
Okay.
No modifiers. So I assume full auto and
Yeah,
direct.
full auto on the 30. Yep.
Okay, and direct. So that's going to be +4. So go ahead and give me +4 to your roll.
I'm gonna. I can do that from the tank, right? Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're gonna try first. Oh, we like that.
All right. Okay. Let me bring this up real quick. +2. So you have a lucky strike or an extra success. What would you like to do with it?
I want to add it to damage.
Damage. All
Yeah.
right. So that's going to be +1. So go ahead and let's see. Do your damage roll. Add 1 to it.
Damage roll. +1, you said?
Yes, sir.
Coming at you.
Shreds, you say?
Wow. Okay.
Rip.
Rip.
So 1 point of damage. Well, okay. You're
Still
doing
hurt.
okay. Yeah, you did a little. You did a little bit.
Lieutenant Dan, you got no legs.
Yeah, so you go ahead and you can describe it as you do it, but you probably hit like some of their equipment and shot up around their shoes, so you scared them.
Yeah, I would say that as I went like kind of immediately on Overwatch, the first thing I noticed was a set of ground units, and it looked like they were about to try to set up on our position. And the first thing I saw was maybe like a ground unit setting up like a bipod on a hay bale trying to aim at us. And in my shooting, the angle was just right that I clipped their bipod, and it like knocks their bipod out from underneath their gun. Doesn't hit them, but it clips it out from underneath them, and they're like, oh god, this guy's getting close, you know, kind of thing.
And those rounds zip up and around the soldiers themselves. Go ahead and take away 50 from the 200,
Yep.
so we can make sure you are reloading, because I don't think we were tracking that before.
Hades does track that,
Which
but
is
I
okay.
can track it now if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been tracking the rounds.
Yeah, he's been tracking the rounds. Just every 200 rounds, he's got to do a reload.
Yep, gotcha.
Oh,
I can
I
track
thought
that.
Did
Same
you not
thing.
do that yet at the end of the last one?
Yeah, I did reload at the end of the last
Yeah,
round.
my notes say he reloaded. Same thing, and this is for Wolf's coax. He's got 200 rounds on it, and he's got to reload it when it comes out.
Tracking.
Okay. All right, so that'll be your turn, sir. And let's see, what truck is that? Okay, so he's just gonna try this. He is successful, so whoops. Damn it. The squares don't exactly line up with the roads, so I'm just gonna try to move them as much as possible. And you guys,
What's a U.S. motorcycle doing inside of this this thing here?
I don't know why.
Trying to triumph.
Yeah, I don't know why it says U.S. motorcycle. Bullshit.
You're terrible.
You're terrible. There.
Immersion
Axis.
ruined.
Yeah, well, that's it. Game's over.
That's it. I'm out.
You can hold shift while moving around tokens to place them off of a grid.
Oh, the more you know.
That actually says
What I did
us
for the
motorcycle, which probably is in their language, like our motorcycle, so quit being that way.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking uncultured swine. Excuse me.
Yeah, wow, you're a real American showing right now.
Shit.
Your fucking red, white, and blue show. You might want to cover that up.
Yeah, we're all gonna come out to Hulk Hogan's theme song next session.
And then get booed.
I am a real
Oh.
American.
Yeah.
And have some shots. So it's gonna take me a second because there's a few extra guys on here. Oop.
Yeah,
buddy
50
guy, you're up.
cal's Heavy weapon, right?
What is?
50 cal.
50 cal is heavy weapons, yes. Buddy guy, you're up.
I think I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
I don't really have any reason to drive the tank right now, so I'm going to hold it until at least after TC.
Okay. And sorry, I should narrate what happened so far. You see one of the German trucks. They start to move as the convoy's obviously already fired up in a haste to get out. It's a bit of a panic for them. Also along the whole line here to the southwest of you guys, you start to see American paratroopers line up, and they're starting to shoot into the convoy as well. And buddy guy, you're gonna hold off until which person?
I think probably after TC, after Knoblauch. Well, he's at the very end though.
He is.
I will hold back until after our gunner.
Okay. Well, it won't let me move you, but okay. Just remind me. All right. And here. Okay. Nope. Okay. That doesn't do anything. And they're holding this Jeep. Okay. And all right, up to this point, you know, it's this consistent firing from both ends as you know they try to make their way out. The American paratroopers some of them seem to pick up where Blackjack is shooting as the tracers zip across the field at the MGs. MG crew, so you can kind of see some more firing coming from the line down here along the trees at the MG crew. Behind you, you hear a loud, earth-shattering kaboom. Whoops.
Where's the kaboom?
And it doesn't sound like it's a tank. Once again, based on your experience so far and on Utah Beach, you would assume that that's an artillery emplacement still firing on the beaches of Utah.
What about the rest of our platoon? Do we know where they are? Are they anywhere in the area?
You know they were moving west from across the field, so you knew they were on their way. But nobody's used the radio lately.
Northeast of us, right?
Yes. Yep, and actually, this guy gets moved to, and that's it. Okay. Wolf, you're up.
So, because there's a convoy, and most of these look like wheeled vehicles, right?
Yeah, except for horse carriage there,
Right.
and a half track here at the front and a half track at the rear.
All right. So, Ojos is going to kind of take a quick gander, see what's on the road, and then using the coax, he's going to use that to kind of aim in on this front half track in order to try and take that thing out to block the road. You know, any good ambush, you start by taking out the front and the back vehicles, so we're going to start by trying to take out the front vehicle here.
Okay.
Coax, what was that? Sorry, I was looking at this a second ago.
Tech test.
No. Hold on, sorry. 1990, so that would be at medium range.
Yes, 90. No, it goes up to 90. It goes up to 90.
It was 96,
Yeah.
I thought. Sorry. No,
Was it
my
96?
distance was 96, I think. Hold on, sorry. I do not have...
Yeah,
Yes,
97,
97.
so medium range.
Medium. So is that minus...
-1.
-1, okay. second here. Checking my shit really quick. Combat talents. Cool. Equalize. Ticker. Big gun. Okay, so not the tank gun, just coax. All right, so we're gonna burst fire that, so that'll add +3, so the total will be +2.
Okay.
So add that 2. And then as soon as that coax is done firing, let's see here.
Yeah, so you'll have +1 to your roll since you've were successful and lined it up.
Okay. So +1, and then I'd like to funnel in that second success into there as well if I can. So I got 2, right?
I only see 1 success. 6.
What?
1 6.
Why is it show? Oh, it's showing truck for. I'm sorry. My apologies. I was on truck for some reason.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Sorry. So we'll do that, and then we're firing HE. So that's going to be well within short range. Main gun HE. There we go. So +1 for that. +1 for my skill, and that should be it. So 2.
Nice.
Yeah, baby. We'll punch both of those into damage.
You gonna punch him in the fart box?
Right in the fart box.
Okay.
So that'd be 7 on the damage roll.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off.
All right.
Hold on. Damn, never mind. Carry on, my wayward son.
Okay. So basically, you hit a piece of the. What we'll say is you basically hit a piece of this half track in a certain area where the armor was thin. So likely in the rear, and you can see it just shoot right through.
Do any of those other vehicles or personnel get hit? They're within 15 feet or 15 meters or whatever distance we're using here. Fucking metric system. We're Americans.
Sorry, it's 90 hot dogs. My bad.
Yeah, so that and that are both within, and nope, it's just those 2 things are within 15, the 15 meter blast radius. That was HE, baby.
Was it HE? Oh, I thought you had AP loaded. My bad.
Let me ask Horner. Horner, did we have HE or AP loaded?
Oh.
My notes have
That
AP,
clears that
but
up.
If your notes say AP, we'll go with AP and not worry about it. But I would be
Okay.
looking down at Horner and then gently rubbing his shoulder, grabbing his neck a little bit, massaging it there. I'm sure he's a little tense and stiff. You know what I mean? Can hey baby, can you load me up an HE round in there so we can take out some Nazis?
Mm-hmm.
all right. Let's see here. Combat. This one. Success. Much success. Damage 2. Three. It's 1 point of damage. Okay. Calvin, you're up.
Well, if the queen wants HE, she'll get HE. I'm gonna reload some HE in the tube.
Okay.
We're not.
Or not.
What's that?
What?
What are you rolling there?
I am rolling while I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're doing.
You rolling horses?
Horses, half tracks, just trying to help speed things along.
You in your room rolling horses? You over there rolling the horses?
I'm trying to see what I think I want to push it, but I don't know.
Okay, you have 1, 1. So if you push it, you'll have a food bar.
I'll use a lucky strike.
Okay, to kill it?
Yep.
So go ahead and re-roll all 7. Okay. All right. So you do it. Tell me how you do it.
Well, I opened the breach, and I thought I'd be pulling out an HE shell, but apparently it was an AP shell. And
Maybe it was battle fatigue.
HE
Or maybe,
coming up.
maybe you were distracted with some hands on your shoulders.
I think it was GM big mad about things getting killed.
You want to see a no?
Well, I was trying to think. Last
I'm
thing
sure
we
you
shot
know.
was
As you over there scribble shit down, we want to see this notes.
the last thing we shot was the people in the house, right? That would have been HE. But we might have been on our way thinking we were going to shoot a tank or something. At any rate, I load an HE in the tube.
Okay, you're
I
loaded.
slam it shut and I oh, host, next one's high effect.
High effect. And you want to do anything with your fast action?
Negatory.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Which truck was that? Horse, half-track, truck. Okay. Damn it, selection.
Breach fired off 50-30 cal, right?
That's right.
Yes. Damn it.
I don't know if you can see it, but I made a journal entry that just says rounds, and I have like 30 cal, and it says 150 left.
Okay,
I only
thank you.
did first, so that should be quite a bit less than bidding.
So,
we could do 30.
I'm looking right now.
I think it's 30. Yeah, I'm just tracking overall supply level. I keep track of that in the tank,
It's 5. First is 5.
and that was 30 cal, right?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, as you guys are reloading and loading in the middle of the combat here, the line does start to move to the west. If you're watching the horses at all, they look like they're trying to be moved, but these horses ain't having shit in the middle of this fight. So they've been fighting with the guy trying to move them along. And we come up onto our TC here.
I thought you wanted to go back to.
Oh, yep, Sebs. Buddy Sebs.
Well, either way, I was going to ask you, Knoblauch, sir, which direction are we going?
Punch it. Catch those bastards.
All right. I will go ahead and start driving forward then towards the convoy in front of us.
Okay. Go ahead and do first roll. All right, you were successful. You can go up to 20 meters, or that's 40 hot dogs in American terms.
Oil barrels.
Oil barrels.
Oh, 40, you said?
No, 20. Because
Okay.
you still have one more roll.
All right, second roll then. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep moving forward. This time I'm going to try and... no, it looks like the road goes left up here, right?
Yeah,
Ways
from what
back.
you can see, you got one that goes north and one that goes south.
Okay. Did we know like where the north road goes to and where the south road eventually goes to? If we know where they're going to be retreating, what's the most likely route?
Well, you would have had to reference your map. So let's see. Buddy guy. Let's go ahead and do an insight roll. Real quick. This is gonna not count towards your other move. You don't recall which direction that either road heads from north or south from when you looked at the
Okay.
map.
All right. So I'll go ahead and do my next roll for the driving then, and no successes.
Let's see. You can push it if you want. You have no foo bars.
Yeah, might as well.
No ones. Okay. Man. Okay. So once you get up to here, and actually I'm gonna do this. On your next operate roll, Sev, make a note. You're gonna have a -1. You get up over here. Maybe there was a ditch, something that caused you to bounce as you're moving the tank forward, and your foot slipped off the clutch, causing your tank to pop out of gear. So you don't move forward at all, and you're gonna have to get back into gear to move again.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And now up to the TC.
First, what's this encumbrance air --6? I'm not carrying anything. What the
Where?
fuck?
Oh,
My character.
Yeah, don't worry about encumbrance. You're in the tank. It's just all the gear that you have.
Is it gonna mess up any actions on my character's part?
Nope.
Okay, not the mechanics.
Nope.
All right, cool. I don't know if I'm sticking out yet, but I jump up.
Okay.
If I'm not, and unload with a Tommy gun on whatever's closest.
Well, let's see. What's closest? Well, you got your pick. You got a group of soldiers here to your north or your right. You got the tank, or sorry, not the tank, the horse in the carriage. Got your truck.
What is that? Did you say that was artillery, horse-drawn artillery?
It looks like they're carrying supplies in the back of a wagon.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll check out these guys closest, these infantry troops.
Okay. So let's see here. Combat, and I assume it's gonna be. Are you doing a burst or full auto?
I'll do a burst.
Okay, and you're going direct, not to suppress, correct?
Correct.
All right, so that's gonna be a +4 on your Thompson roll.
Okay. Fuck, where do I find it? Sorry.
I'm
on weapon table. Is that the right place?
No, it should be. It's in your tank. It's if you double click the tank.
Double click the tank. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the weapons in your combat. I'll have to fix that in your combat list, but they're all gone now.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's is fuck shit balls. All right. Not sure what happened. Okay, so
Thompson down here. All
Thompson at the bottom.
right. Roll attack. And you said +4, right?
+4, sir.
Oh, you gotta be. Oh, wait, I got one.
You got it. You got one. You got one. All right. Go ahead and roll me damage. Damage is +2.
Where's the damage?
Damage is in the middle of the, like if you're looking at your blackjack or your player screen, it's kind of towards the top, but in the middle.
Oh, up there,
in
damage
red.
rolls. Got it. And you said +2, right?
+2. Ooh,
That's a 10, right?
that is a 10. So I'll roll as critical for me.
That was a 0.
Okay. Basically, you mow these guys down. You kind of rip one dude. You rip one dude's arm off. So go ahead and tell me what happens as the TC pops up outside the tank.
Well, the tank goes rolling up. Buddy guy's pulling us up towards the convoy. I pop out the top. And, hey, boys! Which is German for surprise.
And you watch these group of 3 infantry just fall down where they're at. One arm looks like it just got almost severed completely off, and they just fall down to the ground into pools of blood.
I hope Pop Goes the Weasel played right before he came out of the hatch.
Maybe it did. And oh no, they're dead. They're dead. Remove them. Okay, and that's the end of End of first combat. Let me reshuffle these. Maybe redraw them. Okay. So as you are all starting to fire along, oh, I forgot to fucking add 2 people into it. Son of a nutcracker. Oh Jesus. Oh God.
It's okay. They gotta wait till next turn.
They get to go now. So hold on. You got Big Ugly comes up on the comms, and it's Lieutenant Finkelstein. Blackjack, what's your location?
Where is he? I don't know where the fuck he is. We're on the other side of this these buildings. Convoy straight ahead. Lieutenant, we have engaged. I repeat, we have engaged. Exchanging fire.
Copy that. We're coming in from the west. Watch us on the east. Don't hit us.
Roger
so,
that.
20, 30, 40. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to make a special roll here. Hang on. Whoops. Hip hop. Okay. Well.
There's a lot of ones in that.
But he was successful. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it shows Buddy Guy, but let's do this. Private GM roll. Now you don't even know. Way to go, Sev. Way to go. Let's see. Okay. Those motherfuckers. No win for Dion. All right. Well, one more thing has to happen now. Okay. And I'll move Badger here real quick. 1, 2. Successful. So he's right there. All right. So right after he gets up on the comms, what you don't hear inside the tank of Big Ugly is a bunch of shouting because they notice a Panzerfaust team hiding in the wood line there as they approach from the east, and they were sitting there waiting the entire time. Maybe the Panzerfaust crew wasn't paying attention, but Big Ugly got the jump on them and mowed them all down. And now, let me make those 2. All right. And now we're at the top of the order. With any questions? If not, we'll go into the next round.
No questions here.
No questions. Okay, very nice. Here we go. Okay, so at the start,
is this convoy being led by the Swedish chef? Is that what that was?
Goobly. Yeah, and he's standing out the back flipping his flour everywhere, and his hat is going all over the place. It's almost like the Fuhrer when he's mad. He's just doesn't know how to control his actions. Buddy Guy, you're up first.
Oh. I'm gonna kick it back into gear.
No, you're not.
Wait. It rolled Knoblauch for some reason. That's weird.
That is weird.
What?
Huh. I guess my macro works depending on what I have selected.
Oh. Good job.
But
All right.
still no successes.
Still no successes. You got a 1 in there if you want to push.
Do I have lucky strikes left?
Do we have any group lucky strikes left?
I do. I don't know. I think
We have
do.
2.
We haven't
have
been
2.
using the group ones. I'll use
Push it.
Yeah, I'll use that so I can get rid of that, or roll all of them, you know?
Yep. Good copy.
There we go.
All right. You also get a poo bar. Are you maxed out?
I believe so. Let me see. No.
Okay.
No, I think you used them last match.
Give yourself a poo bar. Okay. You're successful in your driving task. 20 meters.
Just go straight up. Well. Oh. So I can go right there, can't I?
Yeah. You can. If you're basically you'd be driving along the ridge line there. Yep. So let's do this.
What I'm saying is, can I ram the half track there, or is that another action? How does that work?
Well, does 20 meters take you all the way to it?
Exactly to it. I didn't realize that until I just now measured it.
Yes, you can do that. So let's see here. Hang on.
And I have a specialization for stunt driver, and one of the things it says is using a truck to run another vehicle off of the road. It basically gives me a +1 die to operate for doing risky or extreme maneuvers in vehicles.
This guy knows some maneuvers.
Very cool.
Okay,
I
so
thought we were listing lazily to the left there.
yeah, let me double check on the rules for ramming, because you can do damage to your tank also. So give me 1 second.
Yeah,
It's a tank. We're fine. Let's swing it.
Second, vehicles in combat. Ramming speed. Ramming vehicles. Vehicles can be used to ram into a target, including characters. This is similar to close combat attack, but you use the operate skill. You already did use the operate skill. Handling bonus is added in there. That's automatic. Target is hit. Okay. Well, yeah, you were successful in your roll. So,
can I add 1d6 to that afterwards with my talent?
read it to me again.
Let me bring that back up. It is +1 die to operate test when driving the vehicle in an extreme way. And it says as examples: making a jump, running vehicles off the road, driving down enemy soldiers.
Yeah, so go ahead and do me one more roll of a d6.
Okay. Come on, 6. Nope.
Good. Okay. Yep. So go ahead and roll damage for me. Because of the vehicle's size, I believe it is a 2. So add +2 to your damage. Okay. 1 second. Attackers options. Okay. Doesn't say anything specific about damage, but she didn't fuck anything up, and I'm not using a foobar at this time, so I would assume that your tank doesn't have any damage. So basically you run into this thing and you push this kind of across the road. You can tell me where you hit it, but it doesn't look like you've disabled it. It looks like you did hit it, but it's not completely out.
Okay. All right. Can I go ahead and RP that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So you hear a whole bunch of grinding as I'm trying to kick it back into gear. Finally get it there, and it lurches forward, and I notice how close that the ending half track is there, and is it levers or a big, I forget, is it a big dial or levers like to steer it?
You have levers right now.
Okay, so I crank those levers real hard, and all of a sudden the tank jerks that way, and I gun it forward towards that half track, and we collide right with the like the front left of it into the tire, and it keeps kind of scraping forward along the front of our tank as we're driving forward this way, and there's just this loud grinding metal sound as we're pushing it, and it's still trying to go.
And you still have another action to do if you want.
All right.
Ram
how-
it more!
I mean, can I use my fast action to just ram it more? Just keep going.
Yeah, so you basically
Drive
have
on top.
pushed it. You've pushed it up against this building here.
Okay.
So basically, this is how I see it right now. You got the building, and then the front end of the half track, this pen, is like this, and you're on the front end. So you know what I mean? Like you have the back end's against the building. You and the are against the front end. The front end is hanging off. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, my goal is to basically kind of drive up over the top, you know, kind of like crushing the engine. Well, is the engine in the front of half track?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so up and over the top, crush it, and then continue, you know, behind that convoy heading forward.
Okay. All right. Well, give it a go.
All right. Do I still get the +1 for doing that?
I would assume that that's kind of stunt work, you know, or just
Okay.
falls in the same lines. Yes.
That's all I need to hear.
You've got
I will
one.
use one of my lucky strikes.
All right. Kill it, and then re-roll all. Looks like 6.
There we go.
Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and roll damage +2. Well, let's see where we're at.
Something.
Yes, and you continue to damage it more. So go ahead and tell me what happens. But it's still able to work, but you can start to see like the front end. You're starting to like crush it in. Not so much getting it up and over it. Maybe the nose of that half track is too high for your tank to really grind in and get up over it. But you are starting to push in. So the frame of the half track is starting to shift from where its base is in its front nose.
Okay. All right. Do I still get to move forward at all, or is that basically where I end?
No, you're basically pushing against this thing and it's resisting because of the building behind it. So you're just crushing it more, but you don't move
All right.
anywhere.
All right. Sounds good.
So if you want to finish that RP on that, I'll move to the next one.
Sure. So we make contact, and we're continuing to skid heading into that building, and you hear Buddy Guy down there just having the time of his life. Oh man, I can't wait to get up into this convoy. He's just having a great time there. But
That was really convincing.
adrenaline pumping. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going from one extreme to another, though. You think about it. He's got vomit on his sweater already.
Yes.
And now not only is he breathing that in and he's got a pile of it, like he's gone from the adrenaline dump back up into it, so he's just...
Yeah, and like sweating bullets and just all this metal grinding sounds, and it's just got to be chaos in there right now.
Chaos in your fucking stomach, too. Let's see here. And for the viewers out there, if you're watching the stream, basically this is the area the tank came from, and obviously this is 2025, so you don't see it, but the building's up here, and this is where he's pushing it in. So that is where we're at. All right. Badger does not do what he wants. Okay. You guys can continue discussing things as I move through the pecking order, because I got a few here real quick. Music stopped.
Were we
too.
able to see, or was anyone able to see, I guess, into like what's inside of this half track in front of us? Because it just loaded with a bunch of panzers sitting inside.
It is actually not loaded with anything that you can tell. There's a you can see an MG42 kind of mounted on the back, but you don't see any troops.
Okay. That's good.
I was gonna say we almost should have used an AP. You could have shot straight through the whole convoy of tanks with the AP.
Just lining up in the back.
Yep.
1 point of damage. Okay. Bump. Calvin, you're up.
I'm gonna defer until after the eyes of Ojos have seen what they will see.
Okay, just
Eyes of the Ojos.
just remind me, please, as we move along.
In the
Here.
eyes of the Ojos.
Far away.
Cause when the eyes of the Ojos are upon you.
Truck.
It'll be only tanks that you see.
You're about to get
That's-
blasted with some AP.
Cause that's where Blackjack's gonna be.
Like
Ooh.
ropes.
Are you throwing them?
Eye in the
Oh.
sky.
Eye in the sky? Like a big piece of pie? Okay.
He's a maker of rules.
Alright, wait. American Paratroopers truck. Oh, it's about to move him.
Every time I see that, I guess it'd be a Twitter meme or whatever about the spaghetti inside of the bank fucking tube. I just imagine Hades doing it. I just can see him fucking doing it.
Oh god, it's that
I
guy
want to
again.
make a deposit. It's him.
Bigger than phone.
Hades shoving as much spaghetti inside of the tube.
Oh.
What's the suction noise?
Oh, why do we have to add the suction noise?
Spaghetti.
Mama, somebody touch my spaghetti. Okay. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Move. Okay. Across the comms, it's Lieutenant Finkelstein again. And he shouts in, another 88 down. We're moving into the town. I can see the buildings from here.
You having a rap battle over there?
Did I rhyme? Did I Dr. Seuss?
did.
Yes.
You did.
Oh.
You did, sir.
Clipping it.
Flip it, I missed it. Just got something. Oops. There. All right, Sweet Pea, you're up.
So obviously the trucks and all that stuff are heading away from us, yeah?
C.
Is there any way that I can take the 30 and try to aim for their like tracks or wheels and try to stop them? Can I like shoot toward their wheels? Is that a thing?
It is a thing. So aimed shots come with a heavy modifier of -5.
And we still have the like the units that are in the field, right?
Yeah, you
There's
still
units
have.
here.
Yep, an MG crew that looks like they're trying to fight off the oncoming paratroopers on the tree line here.
Okay. So it would probably be better. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for this unit to try to eliminate them before they hit our guys. I think it would be easier to do that than to try to catch the trucks. So, we're gonna try to.
Like the way the tank is stopped and positioned right now after hitting the
Oh,
thing.
I didn't even think about that.
You don't have that view, so you have basically everybody
Yeah.
on the road and north.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I didn't even think about that. So, let's say we're going to we got access
Just
motorcycle
do what,
and
Do what
What's the
Haley
other
was
one?
saying.
Here?
Just shoot straight down the road.
Take out the drivers.
Just shoot the thrill.
Shoot to thrill.
Play to kill.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we can do that. Let's take the 30 and let's shoot down the road and see if we can maybe stop one of the trucks or take out one of these units here.
Okay, that'll be more of a spread roll here. Let me double check on how that is handled. Let's see, ranged attacks. Oh yeah, it's so much. It's pretty much you aim on one, and then you have to spend like a lucky strike to see if you hit more. Give me one second. So go ahead and make your roll first on the farthest person. So if her distance wise.
Okay. No modifiers.
Roll. Give me a distance first. On the farthest of these two.
Between the truck and the unit?
Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah, they're 30. Either way.
Okay. So that's still short range, so no modifiers there. Because the truck is bigger and an easier target, you'll get a +1 for size.
Okay.
Full auto and direct?
Yep.
So that's going to be +5 on your roll.
+5. Coming at you.
Nice.
Oh, good God.
That'll work. All extra successes will go into damage on that truck.
Okay, so is your main target going to be the truck then?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'll put that down. All right, so that's 2 extra for damage. So go ahead and roll damage for me. Your damage is 3.
Damage roll. Come on, baby. Wow.
Make
Okay.
it hurt
Yeah.
so good.
Let's see. Okay. It's marked so good. Tell me what happens, but as you start to shoot into this thing, you can see it's filled with troops in the back.
Does it immobilize at all?
No, it is still driving.
Okay. So, as I turn the gun, I notice that there is a unit out here, but I can't stretch it. So, I immediately twist toward the next target that I can see and pull the paddles and just start, kind of Ramboing right into the back of this truck, with the intent of trying to immobilize it. But as I'm like firing through, just all I can see is just ricochets off of the frames of the canvas and rips and spurts of blood.
Okay. There you are. Mark your ammo for me, please.
Gotcha.
And where did it go? Where did it go?
That was full auto.
Yeah, I should have 100 left.
Yes.
Full auto is 50 round.
Yeah, I did 50 the first and 50 the second, so I have 100 left before reload.
Okay. Do this. Ah! Okay. All right, and you're just gonna see him. So in front of you, after he rips off with the machine gun, the rounds zipping by the horses in the carriage seem to be the last straw for spooking the horses. So you see those things kind of like rear up, and then they just take off and turn south, and just kind of barrel through the fields there towards the 101st with like no regard to anything that's in the way. And then another motorcycle gets started and starts to speed off in the direction of west. And we're up to Knoblauch.
Am I back up? Oh,
You're back
up. Right. I unleash on the driver of this half track.
Let me double check here. 1 second. Where is my ship? I think they are. Yeah, they're. So it'll be a small. Like you can do it. Actually, where is it at? Pretty sure they're within armor. Yeah, they're. So the slit to get in is probably the same size, or is about that size. So you'll have a pretty heavy modifier if you want to try and shoot them through the windows. Because there's a window set on the side and there's a window set in front. So.
But we're like right next to them. We're like right engaged in bodily contact.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there'll be a modifier for that, and then because you're close, there'll be a little bit of an
hold
extra.
on. No, so how many would it take? How many action points would it take for me to just jump out of the turret and just stick the muzzle right in that slot
and shoot all in one turn?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what we'll do. Okay. So your fast action is going to be to get out of the turret and run up to the window, and that's going to be a nimble roll, because you're not only holding on to your Thompson, you're coming up over the edge and you're trying to concentrate on what's going on.
All right, let's see, nimble roll. Let me find that. Okay. All right, come on. Oh fuck.
Let's see. There's no ones. Do you want to try and do a reroll?
Yes, I do. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so you get out of it, but you don't get up to the window.
Okay.
So you're probably like 2 or 3 feet from it now.
But I can still shoot.
Yeah, you can still shoot.
Then I'll do that.
So you're going to be aiming for that small spot. So that's going to be a -2, and because you're off a foot or two, that'll be a -1. Yeah, -1 to your roll. So that's a total of 3. So you're doing full auto and direct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Use some lucky strikes if you want. I think we have at least one in the group.
you do have one left in the group.
And what would that do for me? What could I do with the?
Give you an extra dice.
Because I've got. Hold on. I think I might even have 2. Yeah, I've got 2 lucky strikes. Me personally.
Okay. So if you want to use them, let's see here. If you want to use them, you can. To one lucky strike gives you 2. Sorry, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. You get 2 dice to your pool with 1 lucky strike.
Okay. Well, then I'll just use 1 lucky strike, and that'd be a -1. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Yes. So -1 to your +4.
Okay, now I'm lost.
So your machine gun roll is going to be a +4 because of full auto and direct. So you got +4.
Yeah.
My modifiers, because of your distance and the small area that you're shooting in, are -3. Right? You use your 2 lucky strikes to bring that down to a 1. So 1 - 4 is 3. So roll me +3 on your Thompson shooting roll.
Okay. I didn't understand that, but what the hell? Oh, you son of a... Yeah, okay.
You got 3 of them in there. You want to do a push?
No, fuck no. I'll try again next turn.
Okay.
You can use
So
that group one if you wanted to push it.
Nah, I've got too many ones.
so
Well, if you use the lucky
If you-
strike, it gets rid
if
of
you
those,
spend
right?
the lucky strike, it gets rid of those, and you can just re-roll them like normal.
Yeah.
But any ones that you generate on the re-roll then count as foo bars. Yeah.
Well, I've already got one full bar. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll
do
roll
it.
again.
Fuck it.
Seb, I think I overspoke on you. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that's.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, you were talking to him. Sorry. Okay, then I'm rolling again.
Okay.
Same modifier?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Man, are you over here running a bilge pump or something?
Okay, so how
Why
many?
we gotta bring up old shit?
It's all I got, man. Okay.
So how many? How many?
You get one foo bar.
One full bar. Gotcha.
Yep.
And I've used up my lucky strikes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So go ahead and orchestrate to us what has just occurred.
I jump out of the turret, go running towards that slot. Son of a! Son of a!
It seems to paint the surrounding area to the window.
And you can hear Buddy Guy behind you going, "That's my TC, get him!" It's your-
shouting.
And effectively just peppering the side of this thing.
That's my TC. Go team.
Okay. Let's see. Nope. Dead. Move. Nope. All right. Amidst your ramming of the tank and your fury of the machine gun, off in the distance, the lead Kubelwagen has taken its chances and gunned it and said, "Fuck everybody else," and you saw it go north along this road and out of the area. That puts us up to J-Dubs.
Am I? This is the way we're facing, right? As the tank is, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, lefty.
So I would be using my fast action to rotate the turret. That one that I already damaged. I'm fucking pumping another. This time it's HE.
What are you pumping?
Milk.
Yep.
The bilge. Pumping the bilge.
Pumping the bilge.
So that's my fast action. Slow actions that fire that HE. That's short distance. So it'd just be the normal +1 for my skill, talent, whatever the fuck it is. There we go. Bamsis.
Bambalam.
Whoa, Black Betty.
Bambalance.
Ambulance. Bondulance.
Fine.
Somebody call the bondulance. I'm having a stop.
I heard she had a
Brambleham.
child.
Black Betty?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I did the thing.
You did the
Rolling
thing.
the damage.
You were rolling the damage, please.
Rolling the damage at 5.
Oof.
Yeah. I like those apples.
Well, that's a lot of oranges. So
Yeah,
I'll
and
roll.
let's see. That one gets hit. That one gets... Oh, dude,
Oh, that's
there
not
is
a structure.
so much in range. Oh my god! That's in range.
Okay. Hold on.
Get punched up, bitch!
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, fuck
Will
yeah,
you
do I
will
get-
you roll
do
me
I
a
get
roll me
ace
1d6? You piece of shit. Roll me 1d6.
1d6?
Yep.
That laugh is what I was picture Forlath doing when he was spraying the half track, telling him to keep the change.
Keep the
All right.
change,
You filthy animal. Okay, so based on the critical I rolled, I don't know. Does it pop up for you guys?
No,
Can you
it's
see
just
it?
a big question mark. It's
All right.
the Riddler.
All right. So basically, this half track was carrying ammo for the 88.
Yes.
And when
Keyword
when
was.
when you hit the half track and it explodes, basically you hit the engine in just the right spot that sends balls of flaming oil. Oh god, I don't even know what that is.
Balls of
It was a
flaming
wall
oil,
of flaming
obviously.
oil.
See, but it was going in the wrong direction. It's the wind here. It goes south into this truck and into this motorcycle. The truck, because of the explosion, hang on,
Yeah, because we still got 15 meters on the HE, my brother.
oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. We haven't even taken the HE into account yet, huh?
Yeah, that was just regular effect. He was taking out the
Oh man,
Okay.
I'm asking, do I get the AC 130 unlocked now?
Oh god, yeah, you've just unlocked it, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
All right,
You got
so
the gold barrel now for the tank.
let me see.
Get the gold skin for the tank. I better
And
get a fucking
the
medal out
HE
of
is 15, right?
it. Yeah, 15. It hits. That's everything in that.
You
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, so that is.
So while you do all those rolls, I make love to Horner
All
inside the tank so everyone could see.
right. Perfect. Whoever did it, fucking right there. All right. Well, I'll tell you what happens with the half track. You tell me how everything just goes.
Absolutely. You have to.
All right. So, like I said, you hit this half track. It's carrying 88 ammo. When you hit it, its engine explodes. Following a secondary explosion with the back, and then the 88 getting flipped up on its ass end. Hot oil goes south to the truck and to the motorcycle right here. The motorcycle's on fire. Sorry, the motorcycle's on fire and it's still going west. The truck gets flipped onto its side, and you can tell me what happens to the motorcycle in the north. God damn it.
The motorcycle in the north, the guy doesn't realize that whenever you hold down the throttle, that it kind of revs everything up, and he kind of just pops a wheelie and goes flying off the back, on fire. Hades could probably remember something about like similar to that happening. And it's just
Stall it out.
yeah, and just stall it out and hit the curb. Oh man, so I pull my head away from the peeper there, and I kind of look back into there and pull back out, and Ojos kind of reaches into his jacket pocket, and you can see him. He's kind of doing one of these as he grabs a hold of the rosary that he has, and he kind of goes across a couple of the. You can hear him muttering a couple of Hail Marys full of grace and all this stuff, and then he blinks a couple times, looks one more time into there, and then looks down at Horner and says, "Give me another HE."
You're a son of a bitch.
I know. That's what I'm here for.
Thought you're about to do an acceptance speech there.
So I would just
I
like
take a
to,
moment and I just.
I get out of the turret and I
Come
say, "All right, everyone, surrender to me, or you're going to get Ojos." That's a lot of question marks. This is the anger coming back here.
Also, I
No.
thought you were gonna make the motorcycle explode. Slightly disappointed. Like he
Everything
takes
else
off down
is
the
exploding.
road.
Everything was just
He
exploding
turns
already.
around the corner. We think he's gotten away, and then you just see a pop behind a tree.
That would have been better. That would have. Right. I just
Oops.
wanted to do a throwback for you, man.
Yeah,
Sucks.
you want to be thrown again.
Yeah, fucking Dion's always talking about pumping the milk, so I wanted to give you a little throwback too.
Oh, so you just wanted to pass the love on.
I did. I just wanted to pass the buck. That's what I do, man. It's hard to laugh at me when they're laughing at you.
Nope, still pretty easy.
Okay. All right. So as soon as that happens, it's almost like an exchange of explosions that all happen at once. Because you see some of the paratroopers move forward from their cover out into the fields, and you see a line of them all just cock back like this, and they all throw up grenades, which kills the MG crew that's laying here, and there were several grenades that hit this truck just right where it explodes the side of the truck in the front wheel, and because of that, as it's driving, the wheel drops down and you just see this thing just go onto its side, fumble fucking, and then one of the last grenades incinerates it, killing what was left in the truck. And ending combat here because you've just taken everything from me. As you guys are sitting against this half track, you see an arm kind of come out of the window that looks like he's surrendering. He seems to be that's the only set of hands that you see coming out of the window, or the only human body at this point. TC.
Do a war crime, Knoblauch. Come on.
He doesn't even know all those
crime.
explosions just happened. He just heard the peppering from TC's gun.
Come on, man. I did a war crime. It's your turn. Do a war crime.
No, it's tempting, but he might have info. He might have intel. All right, yeah, I shout at him to get out.
You're gonna shout at him to get out? Let's hear you shout at him to get out.
Raus! Tür aufmachen! Sofort!
So,
I committed a war crime against Knoblauch thinking he's a German. That scared me.
let's see here.
I asked him what's 19 plus 11.
Ooh, I know the answer. So, you're shouting that, and you see the hatch of, I think it's a hatch of, well, it's gonna be a hatch, fuck it, of the half track flop open, and you see his head pop out. What's that?
Aren't they kind of open top, or that's the front? The front's kind of got a.
I think it's. I don't remember. You can research it if you wanna ruin me.
Look in the.
You
why
big man?
are you going so submissive? If you just want to fucking ruin me, fuck you. just spit in my face. Do it.
Do it. Talk to it. Yeah. So yeah,
That's
it does
not
actually.
German.
It does look like it's open top. So there's no hatch. And you see his hand come out, and you see his head pop up, and he's kind of looking around. And he's actually slow to be moving at this point. Just to your right, TC, you hear the rumble of your partners roll up. And in that lead, obviously, is Big Ugly, and just behind him is Badger. You still ordering this guy to come out?
Yep.
So he stands.
If he does anything,
He stands up,
then I'm done.
but you don't see his hands. He's slow to bring his hands up.
Hand a hole! Hand a hole!
He's not listening to you.
War crime.
You're not his manager.
You gonna
You're
grease
not my
him?
supervisor.
I'm gonna grease him.
Give me a Thompson roll. Full auto and direct.
Do I get any modifiers?
Because you're close, I'm gonna give you a +1.
Only a war crime the first time.
Didn't see was the baby he was holding.
After that, it's just policy.
Oh, for the love
yeah.
of fuck!
What the fuck?
Damn radar, what's going on?
You're taking
Couldn't
all
shoot
the
him behind
rules.
armors. They got out.
The shooting. I'm shooting.
Wait a second.
It was a warning shot.
Let's get back. Never mind.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from inside the barn with the door shut.
Apparently.
Couldn't hit the broadside of that half track.
But I got his attention.
Hell.
So yeah, you shoot around.
Yeah, that guy's real fucking scared.
You get shooting around this half track here, and you kind of see him tense up, and he kind of glances left as he sees the other tanks pull up, and you hear once the sound sort of calms down. I mean, you're close enough. You hear some sort of metallic ding dong dong dong, like something was just dropped inside of his half track. and he starts to step up and out of the half track with his hands up.
So it sounded like heavy, like a possible firearm of some sort, and not light, like the lever off a grenade.
There's intel in that truck. You better jump in and make sure it doesn't.
All right, as long as he has his hands up.
Yeah,
that's fine.
He's climbing up.
Okay. Gesture him out. Gesture him out.
He comes
raus, raus, runter, raus und runter.
He's out with his hands up, and he's kind of into the back of the half track now. And Big Ugly gets
pulling up on us.
Big Ugly and Badger. Hatches are up. All the guys are out. Obviously, Badger doesn't have a shot, but Big Ugly's right up on the ass of this half track. And not only is the main gun pointed up at the German soldier, but so is the bow gunner. He's pointed up at him too. Your bow gunner is George Mulligan. George Mulligan, everybody.
Big hand for George.
So he kind of jumps out of the half track. He climbs down, and he's just standing against the half track.
Okay, just leave him there for now. Wait for Lieutenant.
Okay. All around you is what's left of your main first city battle. Bodies everywhere. Strangely, a large area off to the west where there seems to be a large explosion that occurred. A lot of vehicles blown up there. Some angry faces. Probably some big mad people in that direction. As you come up, as you're looking around, the paratroopers down there, they seem to be double checking the dead, making sure they're gone. You see one group kind of working with the horse and carriage over there to calm the horses down. But in the immediate area, the gunfire and the fighting has stopped. You can still hear some things way off east, way north, and way south that still have the sounds of some fights going on, mainly big cannons at this point. But this is where we are. Finkelstein climbs up and out. He's got a Thompson too, and he's looking over at you. Kris, what do you want to do with him?
It's your call, Lieutenant. He might have intel, but the road is secure.
So you can hear him shout down to his bow gunner, George Mr. Mulligan, and he shouts, "Get out! Secure him!" So you can kind of see Mulligan climbing out. TC tosses him the Thompson, and he kind of secures him and walks him to the south of the area where you guys are. And you see the TC climb in, and if you're listening on the intercom, you hear him kind of trying to call out to anybody on Utah or in the immediate area to let them know that Audouville is secure, and the 488s and the German presence is no longer.
Passed.
I give a shout out to Corporal Bishop, to Lieutenant, saying that it was his excellent shooting that secured the town, and I'll be writing him up for recommendation in my next report.
Be writing him up for murder. For overkill. I want to say you ended combat there right when it was about to be my turn, and before I loaded the next shell in my head, Ojos did that whole thing where he like triple checked in his viewfinder there. I was gonna roleplay that. I braced for his normal shot, and then I hear all those secondary explosions go off, and then I do a somewhat similar thing. I peek into my viewfinder, and I see all the calamity going on.
Ludicrous
and then
Gibbs.
Huh?
Ludicrous Gibbs.
Yeah, yes, I see arms and legs raining down, and what I do from there is I pull out a cigarette, I light it, take the draw off it to get it lit, and then I hand it up to him.
I definitely would be reaching down, picking that up. kind of give him the nod. You know the nod.
Yeah, I don't even say anything. I just see that gore, and I'm just. And then I go back to staring in the viewfinder.
I wish Knoblauch was sitting in his appropriate chair, because I would have gave him a handy, saying he's gonna write me up. Like, for a commendation. I'm like, I'll give you a commendation, baby.
Ooh.
So you see the crew of Badger also start to pop out, and they're kind of huddling around their tank. A few of them seem to be doing exactly what Horner's doing and lighting up some cigarettes and such. And so you see the TC, and he says, all right, listen up. I just got word. We're going to be huddled down here for the night. So let's take up some positions here in the field. You guys, let's do some maintenance on these vehicles. Let's get a count of everything that's going on. And once you get all that, you go ahead and report to me. And he kind of backs his tank up here next to this big building. And as he turns and looks at it, he's like, we'll use this as our OP for the night. And you can see he goes into the building, and Mulligan follows with the prisoner.
Might need to sweep that building first.
He's like, yeah, that's a good point.
Is that his response?
Yeah, he just burps.
In his tank.
Okay, Knoblauch. Wow.
And he's like,
see that way?
He's like, that's a good point. And he draws out his 45, and he's like, let's go, Mulligan. And he shoves him down. Mulligan shoves the prisoner down, and he's sent up against the tracks of a Big Ugly, and they go in. And a few minutes later, they come out, and he's like, yep, we're clear. And he actually stops for a second, holsters his 45, jumps back up into Big Ugly. You can kind of see him reaching down into the turret a little bit, and he pulls out the box, and he says, hey, Kris, remember that box I gave you?
Yes, I do, Lieutenant.
Time to light him up.
Roger
and
that.
He pulls the cigar out and hands it down to Mulligan to pass out, and you can see Badger doing the same thing for their cigars, their victory cigars.
Pass them out to the boys.
Okay. So I'm gonna advance a little bit, but why don't you guys tell me what you're doing?
Ojos
Do you
starts
see,
checking Gibbs for wedding rings.
Sorry, gold teeth left.
Yeah, let me pull. I'm gonna take some ears.
After that whole thing, smoking the victory cigar, grabbing out the 45, I'd be heading over to the tank that we took out. I'd be digging for a souvenir. That's a, I don't know if that's the bigger memory or the big kaboom.
Okay. Sev, I'll get to you in a second there, Hades and Wolf. Sev, how are you gonna park the tank for the night?
I was actually going to ask you. I don't know. I'm assuming there's got to be some sort of standard procedure for parking in such a way around an outpost or something, or.
They kind of turtle up.
Circle the wagon, sort of.
What's that?
Is it cold or something?
Circle the wagon, sort of.
Yeah. Yep. So that they can watch all directions. And so
Okay.
Badger comes down, and you can kind of see him start into the field right here, and he parks and sets that up. And then
All right, then I guess right here, I'll look that way.
okay. And then Big Ugly turns, gets onto the road, and sets it up there. Okay. Horner, you're searching some ludicrous gribs. What are you looking for?
He's the one checking Gibbs for wedding rings. We're only like a day out, right? Are we the same day as when we landed?
You are. You're about. It's not nighttime yet.
Day
We'll go
one,
into that.
Jesus Christ!
What's that?
Because I was gonna say like,
It's day one, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like checking for chicken coops or something for fresh eggs, but like we're literally only a day off the boat, so it's not like we're that starved for fresh food.
Famished.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Give me 1 second here. If that's what you want to do, that's.
No, that's what I'm saying is, it feels like we've been on campaign longer, but since we're day one, that he doesn't really feel like looting the local people's eggs that have been harassed by the Germans.
Okay.
I guess Horner's actually going building to building to make sure they're all cleared.
Well, and you can do that if you want, but you can see several platoons of the 101st seem to already be doing that.
Well, then I join in. He's not out there looting, he's just making sure there's, nothing's gonna come out of a hole in the middle of the night and cause panic.
Yep.
Come loot with me, Horner.
Come
Come
loot
on.
with me. So yeah, Wolf, you're going over there, you by yourself?
I mean, if Horner's too good to be looting, I guess so.
Okay, I'll revise mine. He's looting, and I'm checking to make sure.
You're overwatching me, making
I'm
sure I don't get fucking sniped by an angry GM.
Whoa!
Over there making sure that I'm kicking bodies that aren't entirely gibbed to make sure they're not faking dead, and checking the vehicles and shit, making sure no one's about to jump out and get GoldenEye Ojos.
I need a memento off of that tank, and then I'd be heading back to Knoblauch and asking what he wants done here.
All right. So you looking for anything specific?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I'd be looking in the tank. I mean, obviously this is a war trophy, but you got to check for intel while you're there too. I mean, if the radio's intact, like that's all kind of important stuff that G2 might need. So I don't know. In Iraq, the officer memorabilia for us, NBC gear was a big thing because we were NBC. So anything that might be related to the tank that's German, because right now I only got some Italian stuff.
Okay. And do you guys remember how you took it out? You took it out with a round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it was enough to disable it, but not kill the...
Some of them were trying to bust out, and they got smote.
Yep. So, yeah, go ahead and give me an insight roll, sir.
You're an insight roll.
I'll tell you what.
Insight. Wouldn't this be a perception?
Yeah, sorry.
Insight people.
Yep, you're right. Thank you.
No, thank you. 1. Nothing wrong with me.
2. So inside the tank, just like the Gibbs on the outside in the field, you do see one of the tankers obviously splattered inside. Looking at you, but not looking at you, is a partial face that was actually ripped off and just stuck against the side of the tank that's in there. So it's judging you with nobody behind the mask. What's the rest of the body? It's in there. From what you can tell, the radio is not functioning. The round also took that out with it, with the person that's in there. You do see kind of hanging on the inside some German medals that look to be probably from the crew, from their exploits as they invaded France on the Blitzkrieg. There are some papers and things like that are stuffed in one of the areas, and then also near one of the ammo racks on the wall is a mounted MP40.
So I would gather up everything, MP40, the medals, and sling the MP40, and I'd throw one of the medals to Horner and say, I don't know if Knoblauch's going to write you up, but you know the gun doesn't work if the loader isn't feeding it. So thanks.
You're a hero in my book.
and I'd head back to after throwing that to Horner, I'd head back to Knoblauch and hand him the G2 and toss him over the MP. Be like, maybe you could hit something with this one. I don't know there, PC, but maybe this will help you out.
You son of a bitch.
I would just pocket the other medals, and
that was some good shooting, Bishop. That was some fantastic shooting.
Thanks. What's the order, Sop?
Well, before he gets there, I'm going to take a look in that half track. What was it he dropped?
You're not going to have to do perception because it's small and it's not filled with gibs and battle damage. My favorite thing. You see a Luger that's on the floorboard.
Yeah, okay. I pocket that. I take that.
Do not put that in your pants.
Okay, Hubler. All right, so Loth is getting a Luger and an MP40, right? All right, I just want to make sure, so I add it to your sheets later. Okay.
And then back to Bishop. Yeah, standard maintenance. Tell the boys to get something to eat, and clean up the tank, and let's call it a night.
Roger that. I turn around and start hollering for everyone, saying, make sure you get some chow. Then we need to start working on the on Blackjack here and get her ready to go for the next stop. And so before I even eat, I would be heading in and doing what maintenance I need to do on the gun, because that thing is my life right now. So, and my wife.
And obviously we'll need some sort of rotation. Watch rotation.
Preacher, Sev, what are you guys doing?
So Sweet Pea, he takes his celebratory cigar and he reaches up and he actually pushes it against the gun, the first initial heat, to try to light it. Obviously it's not enough to light it, but the first smoke comes off, he laughs, pulls the Zippo and he flicks it. As he flicks it, he lights the rest of it, and he takes that in. And as he takes it in, he's looking at his gun, pops the flap, pulls the belt out, racks it, laughs, reloads, slaps it back in, ready for Overwatch. And he says, "Boys, we're ready for the next one." And he just kind of chuckles and lays back in his seat.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Well, first thing Buddy Guy is going to do is accept that cigar, light it up with the Zippo.
Oh, nice.
And then promptly begin cleaning out the driver's seat and himself of all the condiment.
Wow, what happened? What happened there?
But once his area is looking nice and tidy, he's going to get some quick chow and then kind of stretch his legs and walk about and see if there's anything interesting he finds. Maybe some unique weaponry laying around or anything like that, or some nifty little trinkets that catch his eye, whatever.
Okay, where do you want to do that? What direction are you going? You going to a house? You going in the dead bodies?
I think just the buildings here generally. I don't want to go too far out in the fields because I imagine the sun setting and stuff.
Okay. Where the troops were and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. And you're just looking for things that are unique?
Sure. Like a weapon you don't see often, or maybe like a personal weapon that someone brought, or some valuable looking trinkets that happen to be laying there, something like that, I guess.
On the outside, or are we going on the inside of one of these
imagination.
buildings?
Inside too.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight roll, sir.
Sure. And only off the Germans. I'm not trying to really ransack the people that were living here, if there's any of them left.
Like the people that live there?
Yeah, I don't know if have they all been completely driven out, or
You haven't seen any currently.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so
I got
you're
one
successful.
success.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you're going through one of the houses, you're by yourself. There's a strange calm because for the past 15 hours, or if not even more, it's just been constant noise, not just from the water and the tank movement from across to the sea or the English Channel, but also, the start of the invasion, the fire, the water blowing up, your tank filling up with water because the bilge pump wasn't working. And then onwards into the beach into now, it's been constant noise, loud noise. So it's
all that noise.
I imagine
the guns, right? Killing all those Germans, right?
yeah.
most
Yep.
of it. And then I imagine Buddy Guy is kind of walking around and going like, on his jaws, like kind of massaging. Tonight the tinnitus was really kicking in. Walking through these buildings, he's got, all he hears is a little bit of the crunching under his feet, and then just the constant.
So you're in that house and you're enjoying the calm, and you've got the tinnitus already that started in your ears.
Yeah.
But in the one area where there was like a fireplace and stuff, above the fireplace is one of the standard red Nazi flag banners that's hanging there, and over top of it looks to be like an old like German hunting rifle, right? It's mounted above it. So it's sitting in front of this, and then off to the side, it looks like he didn't have time to get it, but it's it almost looks like it's a full-on German officer like jacket, and its holster still sitting there, the weapon is still sitting there, and that's really all you find in that. So if you want to take any of that, you can take any of that.
Yeah, if we've got room for it, I'll snatch it all up.
We'll find ways to put it on there. 1 second and write this down. So you're taking the jacket, the flag, and the gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it a war crime at this point to wear officers' uniforms and pretend to be the enemy?
I think you'd probably
shot as a spy.
Yeah. You'd probably get laughed at after you do your Hans impression,
Yeah.
So that's what you find, and since we're about out of time here, that's where I'll end it. And to the next scene, it's basically going to be some nighttime, some downtime, so you guys have downtime, and we'll work on Firewatch. We'll work on the orders that the TC passed down to your gunner, who passed down to the three of you, and we'll solve all that on the next game. Yep, and then you guys can do whatever you want after all that. You guys can sneak around town. You can try and loot some more. You want to find some eggs and some chickens or a local Fräulein before the morning. Opportunities endless here. Say again. Oh yeah, French. Yeah, mademoiselles. Yeah.
Most of the Germans were taking their women with them campaigning.
Yep.
Diane, quick question. Wait, Diane,
Sure.
quick question. Is this you trying to instigate that type of RP? Are you trying to hint hey, I'm down to do this if you guys really wanna? I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying if you want to, I'm okay with it.
Is this gonna be like that Shiver game where Wolf was flirting with me?
Yeah. Look.
Not every game though.
This is an open field, so I'm just reminding you. You don't have to just.
That's what the woman says to us. This is an open field.
You don't have to stick to just the tank and its maintenance. You guys are free to do.
You don't have to stick to the landing.
Do whatever you want. Yeah. Look, if you want to go mow a Fräulein's grass because it hasn't been touched since the Germans have been there, and help her maintain her lawn, you can fucking do it. I don't care.
Well, I guess that would be really nice of you to do.
Yeah.
Gardening
See?
for,
That got weird.
do some
it
gardening.
got intimate, I suppose, to shave another person.
Maybe go fry some bacon up. Whatever.
Some light housework, maybe. I guess that would be nice. Winning hearts and minds. I
You want to cut some wood up for their fires? Go ahead. I'm free. Do what you want. It's your guys' game. So we'll end there.
Wow.
And we'll go around to our characters and get some thoughts here. We're going to start off with our TC, Kris Knoblauch, played by Forlath. Tell us about this scenario. What's, good, bad?
It's a great scenario.
What's going on with the TC?
And of course, Bishop saved the day. Of course, with the help with the team, all around. That could have gone tits up, especially the way I was rolling. But yeah, that was just the perfect ending to the day. Perfect ending. And I love the fact that while they're looting the bodies, you've got that really inspirational music playing in the background. It just really seems to, set the mood. Loving it.
Awesome. Up next is our gunner, Wolf, Judge Wolf, Joseph Ojos Bishop, who's continuing to knock the bad guys off my map here with his one-shots.
Listen, here's what's going to happen, okay? One of these days, you're going to actually roll a success, and you're going to completely just shoot a single fucking 7.62 right through the fucking scope and hit me in the eye and kill me. I mean, that's the way it goes, man. It's the pendulum. The pendulum's been swinging my way for a big, long time and just kicking your ass left and right, and it's been great. It's made me really happy. So the scenario this is good. It was good to get into it with a tank. The Panzerfaust popping up that was good. I like this. I'm curious to see what's going to be next. Because as we move a little bit further in, I feel like we're going to start hitting things that are superior to us and not a match for us. So I'm interested to see what happens. You're doing a great job. Thanks for running. This is fun.
Thank you.
Fuck your bilge pump.
Fuck your stupid shot. How's that, you son of a bitch?
You big man?
What?
Bilge
Yeah, I
fish.
am. I mean, they all didn't get away to fight another day, but that was one hell of a shot, dude. It's pretty good. Cascading criticals. And it's bullshit.
It's the team, man. The teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Onwards to our driver, who has finally has found that ramming speed is a good speed. Buddy Guy, Sev, tell us about your thoughts.
Well, I'll tell you about Buddy Guy's thoughts first, if you want.
Yeah.
So he's, as I said, was cleaning up in the tank, cleaning up himself, got some chow, got that cigar, went on a little walk to stretch his legs, and decided that maybe he'd, check out the area where some of those guns were destroyed and see if there's anything interesting. And upon seeing all of the corpses over there and the body parts laying around, and kind of the weight of everything starts hitting him, along with the cigar and the quick chow and the adrenaline, all the smells and sounds, and he starts retching again, and is forced to back away. So he starts kind of walking towards the buildings where he finds that nice little weapon and the officer's jacket, takes those with him as souvenirs, tries to kind of clear his mind and get back to being happy old Buddy Guy before meeting back up with the rest of the guys. But as far as the game itself, had a lot of fun as usual in this one. I feel like we're moving faster and faster in combat with every session of this. Like, we're all learning what we can and can't do, what kind of works for us, and working together as a team, like Ojos said.
Yeah, I would agree with that, especially with how many tokens I gave myself to juggle that last bit, at least. And, most of them were running away anyway, but I would agree too. So it helps. It helps move the game much faster and get through, long bouts of combat, which really is what the game is. But yeah, what you guys do helps out quite a lot. Onwards.
Yep, but it felt good cleaning up those Germans.
You swept them down, and you crushed a half track. I was hoping your roll was going to succeed, so you either come up and over it, or you basically just took the front end of that thing off.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Preacher, our bow gunner, Everett Sweet Pea Pines. Buddy, what's going on with you?
So Everett is he's basking in the fact that he's sitting in a tank with his friends, and he's doing seemingly what he enjoys. He's in a squad with some guys he trusts. He's running his part to the best of his ability, and he feels like he's really holding his own. As a 17-year-old from way back in an orphanage, he feels family for the first time. He's really getting in with these boys, and he's really understanding the camaraderie that comes with being in a group is definitely getting to him, as far as he loves these boys. He really wants to see these guys succeed, and he wants to help and facilitate that as best as he can. This victory is big for him. It's probably monumental in his mindset, because before this, his life has been nothing but just pain after failure after pain after failure. So to get this is kind of his first big kind of breath of success and maturity. He's definitely grown from this experience, and is anxious to see what comes up. As a player, dude, you're killing it. This game just keeps getting better and better. The amount of work that you put into it shows, even from stuff as small as being able to role play the tanks and the other units that we forget are even in the game until you bring them back up, all the way up through going through Google Maps and showing real life to the audience what we're looking at in real time. Dude, it's cool as shit, and you're killing it.
Thank you.
It's awesome, and you're bringing a whole nother level and a whole other aspect to this game that even me, as a guy who GMs different games, I would have never. This is so outside of the box for me that you're teaching me stuff on how to run my games, and kudos to you. It's awesome, and
thank you.
I'm having the time of my life with these guys in this game. You're killing it, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Cool. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy having you as a player.
I don't want to go first anymore.
I kind of want to piggyback off of something with that Preach just said. Have you thought about sending some of these videos over to the publishers of War Stories? You should. If you remember whenever you made your diorama, you took the notice of the author of the book that you made your diorama based on. Given how good this has all been because of you, the way that you've been running it, I would highly suggest that you. I mean, the worst case scenario is they ignore it. So you should definitely send some of the YouTube links over to them.
It's a good idea. I might do that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And we're going to end here with Hades. So Calvin Horner, what's going on with you? Tell us your thoughts.
Calvin had some good rolls today. I know last game he didn't, so he's just trying to wind down the day, kind of take the nerves off, look around, make sure everybody's safe. But he's also in his mind, running hand drills of reloading the gun. They're out of the tank, but the stress of the day, he's still in that tank. He's still sitting in that seat. Wondering what every explosion and what every tink on the armor actually is. Was that someone who was, wishing him dead? Was that a stray bullet? Was that a rock kicked up by a truck? Who freaking knows? But yeah, that's Calvin. Did the other two? What did they end up clearing out on their way over to us? Was it another?
So there was a stug. There was a stug that they were fighting with, yeah. And literally it was round for round. Like they were going back and forth, and every single round was just bouncing off the next tank. Like, and I think I did that like 3 or 4 times before one finally hit the stug, which stopped him from moving, and then they did a final blow on him that killed him. But then they also pushed in to a field grove or a field area where there was soldiers in there, there was an 88 in there, and then the Panzerfaust crew that was waiting. Like, because obviously they knew the tank was engaged with somebody, so it had set up for an ambush, and the rolls they caught him before they caught him, basically.
Dude was playing his whole own game in parallel to ours.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to at least kill one tank in this scenario. That did not happen.
Yeah, I was surprised when we wrapped up because I just kept thinking we needed to push east ourselves and make sure there wasn't another gun hiding somewhere.
Well, if you'd cleared it out and they were still fighting that thing, yeah, absolutely. But they prevailed as well, and they didn't die either. So next game is next Sunday, the 19th. I think it's the 19th. So we may have everybody there. I don't know yet. I think I've heard from everybody. But that's in terms of war stories for us. But also there's 2 things coming up. I'll let Stev go with his, and then Wolf can talk about his.
All right. Yeah, so on the 26th, yes, the 26th, Sunday, last Sunday of this month, we'll be revisiting Delta Green. So I'm looking forward to that. We've got a full group. I want to say we have 5-6 players. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's going to be an old school roster.
Yeah, but looking forward to that. Should be potentially 1 session, 1 slightly longer session, but maybe 2. Just a little one-shot kind of scenario to get back into Delta Green and then see where it goes from there. Either more Delta Green or something else, but getting back into running more games this year.
Awesome. So tune in with us for that. And then Wolf.
Yeah. So now that the semester is going to be kicking off, I kind of know what my schedule is going to be. So we are going to kick back into BattleTech. We kind of talked about this a little bit before we took our hiatus on that about increasing the RP and all that stuff, because that's always been a fun thing with that game. So we're going to be doing MechWarrior Destiny, and so we'll be splitting up the game basically into 3 different bits. One with the actual MechWarrior Destiny roleplay with the individual pilots, or MechWarriors. We'll be picking up right where they just got Comstarred, and some of the battles, the smaller battles, the impromptu battles, things I get into, will be using the MechWarrior Destiny rules for mech battles, and then finally for big battles, ones that we know are going to be happening, we'll be going back and doing Alpha Strike using the Tabletop Simulator. So a little bit of Foundry, a little bit of Tabletop Simulator. I'm not sure when we'll probably kick that off. I probably won't take place until February, as I kind of figure out, the speed of this semester and what I'm going to have to be doing and everything. So looking forward to having mechs with you all again.
That will be fantastic. And so that is where we end of scenario 2, still day 1.
Good Lord, day 1 still.
But you're like pushing 20 hours being awake here, so we're gonna fuck with that a little bit here on Night Watch, and then we'll carry on into the next scenario.
Was there any meth in that tank, by the way? Is there any meth in there?
Meth? No, but you guys have Benzedrine. And that's in the house rules. Just don't take too many, because then I can fuck with you. I mean, take some.
all
Take a
of them.
lot. Take them all.
I take all of them.
Take them all.
at
So you
once.
can sit in there and you're just tweaking around and shit. But who wants to end it? Or do I got to pick?
You know why we're not seeing much trench warfare right now? Because that's going to be their last ditch effort.
I fucking hate you so much sometimes.
During the awkward silence after Hades ended, I just switched it straight over to the end screen. Let's go ahead and give us your final one also.
So I was gonna tell a joke about a broken tank, but it was turretable. So it's Sherman a good time. I'm glad you stuck around, and thanks for watching, and we might see you next time.
In the distance, taps can be heard.